Hello again, everybody. Welcome to Lions Pride. Joining us today is the swimming coach here at Emmanuel, Allen Gilchrist. And tell you what, you had a good season last year.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We started the team 6 seasons ago, and it was definitely our best yet.
Let's talk about the women. They won the conference championship. So, who were some of the kids that really had good years for you?
Well, yes, it was really exciting to be in Conference Carolinas for the first time and to win it in the inaugural year was very exciting. When I talk about our team, one of the things that we do is we actually don't pull out individuals
Okay.
specifically. So it was really a team effort. For us at conference or at dual meets, everyone's important, everyone's scoring. We won that conference championships by 18 points.
Hmm.
Some of the girls finished first in their events, and so they scored 20 points for that first place finish. So what that means is if one of them didn't swim one swim, we wouldn't have won. That was a tongue tie. But that's how we talk about our team is as a team, and so I always like to express that.
All right, coming up this season, you have a lot of the kids back. You looking for another big year?
Yes, absolutely. We brought in between the men and the women, we have 16 freshmen and transfers. We did bring in 10 transfers, a couple from Division One schools. And so I just think that's a testament about what God's doing in our program and bringing athletes from around the country and around the world who see what God is doing here in Emmanuel, especially with our team. And so I'm really excited about that.
Do you recruit nationwide?
So I recruit worldwide.
Okay, all right.
So my recruiting model is to recruit in state, so locally, and then out of state around the country, and then out of country around the world. And so currently this year we have 44 swimmers on our roster. 25 are from 13 different countries, and then the rest are Americans from 10 different states. So it really is a mix from all over the world.
Let's talk about you coach the men's too, right?
Yes,
Let's talk about them a little bit. They finished what, second in the conference?
they did finish second in the conference. Our goal, of course, is to win it this year, and so we're just excited about the recruiting class that's come in. We're very confident that we're going to be able to finish first this year.
Men finished 16th in the nation. Where did women finish?
We did not have any women qualify for NCAAs.
Okay.
We had swimmers who qualified but didn't get to participate. Sort of, there's some different rules there. But their overall ranking was 25th. So top 25 for the women and 16th for the men overall.
Got a really nice facility here in the Smith Center. Does that help with recruiting at all?
Sure, absolutely. And it was one of the reasons that attracted me here to Emmanuel is because, as you know, back in 2012, 2013, the school was really trying to grow through athletics and really supported athletics. And we went from 11 or 12 sports teams to now 30. And so that was something that was really important to me was to make sure that the athletic department and the athletic program and the school in general really cared about the student athletes, not just the students, but the student athletes. And so that has been true since I've been here for the last 7 years, and that's been really exciting to see that support. Certainly, the facility is 10 lanes, 25 yards with a great scoring system is a good thing to have. It's a blessing to have. It's been great for our team. I have coached teams with smaller pools, and so it's great to have such a large facility.
Was the pool here when you started?
It was. It was here about 6 months before I got
Okay.
here. And when I moved here from Wyoming, and so I flew out for the interview, and I did get to see the pool, and no one was using it yet.
From Wyoming, were you coaching out there?
I was a volunteer coach at the University of Wyoming, there in Laramie, Wyoming, and that was a lot of fun. I had taken a pretty large gap in coaching, about 5 years out of college coaching, and I wanted to get back in, and that's when that opportunity opened up at Wyoming, and then this head coaching position opened up here.
I know you don't like to talk about individuals, but Alex Sobers became
Sure.
a national champion. So,
Sure.
what makes him so invaluable?
Sure, absolutely. So, I've known Alex, I was recruiting him since he was 15. He took a gap year for the Olympics to go to the Rio Olympics in 2016. And then he started his 4 years here. He is a senior captain this year. I can't believe he's a senior, no longer a teenager. And but you're right. He has been a great face for our program. We have our student athletes, his teammates, who push him every day in practice. But yes, Alex was our first individual NCAA champion for our swim team, and I believe for the school as well, as far as NCAA national champion. So that was really, really exciting. And Alex had a great summer this year. He went to his fourth World Championships, so 4 in 4 years. And he was a finalist at the Pan Am Games this summer in 2 events. And now we're hoping that he'll have multiple events for Tokyo in 2020, and we have some goals for him, of course, for NCAAs in the spring of this year.
Does he swim a lot of different events?
He is mostly a sprint to middle distance freestyler, so 50, 100, 200, 500, but he can do the 1,000 and the mile. He can do other events if we ask him. He has done fly. And at this point, he's still undefeated in dual seasons, in dual meet seasons, so 3 years in a row. The only time he actually did lose was to one of his teammates, but I'm not sure we can count that because it was our team.
All right. What's coming up when's your season start?
So we start practice on September 3rd, so next week after the holiday. And then it's just full swing. We have open water nationals in the middle of September. We're taking 7 swimmers to that. It's in the Lawrence, Kansas. It'll be our 4th year. We have all 7 of the swimmers are new swimmers that either transferred in or freshmen, true freshmen. So we're excited to bring that group in. And we have one of our guys, I think Elder, has a really good shot to maybe win it, maybe set a national record. So that's our goal with him. And then we have 4 meets in October, 2 home, 2 away. Then we have a rest meet in Charlotte in North Carolina in December. And then we're also going to go to the U.S. Open at Georgia Tech in December as well. And that's our U.S. Open, golf has U.S. Open, tennis has U.S. Open. This is our U.S. Open, and it was a blessing that it's close this year, just an hour and a half away in Georgia, at Georgia Tech. And then a few more meets in January, conference in February, and then NCAAs in March, which are in Ohio this year. And then we are in the Olympic year, so we'll have 5 or 6 swimmers who have a good shot to, either go to their Olympic trials or qualify for the Olympics for their country. And so those are some of our goals for the spring as we head into May and June into Olympic trials.
How do you divide your time between men's and women?
Swimming is a unique sport in that we train together.
Okay.
And so, when we're doing practice in our 10 lanes, we generally mix into 3 different groups. It would be distance, sprint, and stroke. And within those groups, they might have 2 or 3 lanes, and then we'll combine, some of the faster swimmers, some of the slower swimmers in different lanes. But the guys and girls are training together. We do the same thing with dry land, same thing with weight room. They just have a little bit different plans. It just depends on the athlete. It's really, for us, it's about communicating what's the thing that the athlete needs to improve.
Coming up this year, is there any team in the conference that's really strong in swimming that you're concerned about?
Well, obviously Barton was close last year. They were just 18 points behind at conference on our women. And then Barton's men did beat us that first year. And so there's certainly some strong teams. We don't know what their recruiting class looks like, but we know that ours is very strong. And we know that because of those 10 transfers, they have already swam in college, and we know what they can do, and we know that they can improve with us. And so we're just real confident that we're going to do well. And so our goal now, starting next week, is to work on the things we need to improve our abilities, our technique, our race goals, our strategies, and our team connection and team bonding, because I think that's really important on race day, especially when you go to big meets that are 3 or 4 days and you might swim 13, 14 times in 3 or 4 days. So
You started the program here. Has it evolved even quicker than you thought, or was this just part of the plan?
I think it was part of the plan in that I knew it would take 4 years to get to a higher level.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it did take a little bit longer for us as a college to transition from NAI to NCAA, to have an established conference. So that took a little bit longer. But in the meantime, we were always just, bringing in, the best recruits that we could, and continue to work with them and lead and guide them through their academic and athletic career. And really, this year, going to NCAAs, our goal was just to really bring as many as possible. So to have a national champion and to have relays and finals, and to have other athletes in finals, and have All-Americans individual and relays was very, very exciting.
All right. Is the high school swimming season, does it go alongside the college as far as the schedules?
Well, because we recruit all around the world and all around the country, every place is different.
Yeah.
And some states, like up in the Northeast, are girls in the fall, men in the spring. But specifically down here in the South, in Georgia and South and North Carolina, it's very similar. So they'll start in the fall, usually in October, and then run through into January, February, where there'll be a state meet or a national meet, things like that.
Does that mean you recruit year round?
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
That's got to be tiring.
It's a lot of fun. You get to, meet a lot of different people from around the world. A lot of my international recruiting is on FaceTime and Skype, which is really amazing to do. Some of our athletes, especially our internationals, we never meet until they come here, at least not face to face. And then with our Americans, we do travel, around the South to go to their meets and go to the state meets and things like that. But it's a lot of fun. The difference, I think, between swimming and other sports like basketball is, with swimming, you see their time. So you kind of have an idea of what they're all about, and then when you find out how long they've been training, who are they training with, that helps a lot. Whereas in basketball or say soccer, you really have to go and scout and see, what kind of level of player are they. So it's a different sport, but it's been something. This is my 20th year of college coaching, and so it's been a lot of fun.
Recruiting on Skype doesn't really give you an idea of what kind of person you're bringing in here. Has that ever backfired on
you? Let's see. For me, I have never had a bad international. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, meaning that it just seems that, and I've had some Americans that have come to visit over my 20 years that didn't work out. But it just seems that a lot of the internationals, or all the internationals that I've had that have come here, or at least that I've coached, have just had a sense of wanting to be a part of the program, being respectful, wanting to represent the college in a positive way, working hard in the classroom, working hard in the pool, in the weight room. And it's been really positive for me, which is why I continue to do it. And so it's been a really good mix for our team to have athletes from all over the world and from all over the country. And we share with them, for example, if you get a business degree from Emmanuel, you might talk to, in the business world, people from all around the world. So what a great opportunity to live and be on a team with and be at a school with athletes from all around the world, and to experience that here at Emmanuel. And then when you go out into the world, into that degree, you've already had that experience, and it's not something new. It's something that you're used to, and it makes sense. So.
Well, whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
I appreciate it.
All right. That's Alan Gilchrist, the swim coach here at Emmanuel, defending women's champions from last year. The men finished ranked 16th in the nation, so doing a great job. We'll see you next time.